this build, we started off with a 2018 StreetGlide Special in Vivid Black. All the specials this year come in Vivid Black, your Road Glide, your StreetGlide, and your Road King Special. So it was a great starting point because the blacked out parts on the StreetGlide Special have a really good contrast with this paint. So I'm going to go into some of the details on the parts we used for this motorcycle build. So you've got your Harley-Davidson LED Daymaker headlamp, you've got the genuine Harley-Davidson profile mirrors there, and we did use a couple different aftermarket parts for this bike. One is the turn signals. These are custom Dynamics LED turn signal. You've got the black headlamp trim ring there from Harley-Davidson as well. You've got the black axle nut covers there, the curved license plate holder, and you've got the black windshield trim there. So the paint set is called the Velocity paint set. Here is the front fender. This is kind of cool. They included this custom looking front fender with the build. It's that wraparound fender that really hugs the wheel real tightly. Here are the saddlebags and the side covers as well. And here is your fuel tank. And you can see here there's only 225 of these paint sets in the world. This is number 154. And it's got Harley-Davidson's little genuine stamp there. That's how you can tell if it's a genuine Harley-Davidson paint. Here's the other aftermarket part we use. These are factory 47 bars here, and they are the 14-inch. So here is a shot of the rear fender and the console area there with the saddlebag lids. And yeah, the paint's pretty cool. It looks black with the naked eye out of the sunlight, but it's actually really, really dark blue when you put it in the direct sunlight. So as Jamie was building this bike, we actually had a customer calling around looking for this specific paint set, and we were one of the only dealers in California, maybe the only dealer in California that had one available. And so the customer came down to take a look, and he saw us building it kind of mid-build, and he decided he had to have it. One change he did make was he left the handlebars off the bike. So the final product you're going to be seeing here does not include the factory 47 handlebars, but everything else he went with, and he actually added a couple things. He added the Defiance Collection grips and the Defiance Collection derby cover, and he did a stage 1 exhaust system on the bike as well. So let's talk paint for a second. This is the Velocity paint set. It's a genuine Harley-Davidson part offered in Harley-Davidson's part and accessory catalog, and that's actually where this picture is taken from here. This one has a lot of additional accessories on the bike other than just the paint set, but Harley-Davidson within the last 2 or 3 years has really made their factory custom paint sets a lot more exclusive. Like I said, only 225 of these paint sets are made in the world, and every year at the dealer announcement meeting, they allow dealers to enter into a lottery to get these paint sets, and there's a few offered out there. There's some on different models like the Softails and the Sportsters as well, but this was the main one at the dealer show for the touring bikes, and they offered it on both the StreetGlide and the Road Glide for this Velocity paint set. So dealers are allowed to enter in the lottery and put their name in the hat basically to get these paint sets, and then if you're drawn out of the lottery, then you have the opportunity to purchase one of these. So we were lucky enough to get one, and so this is the one and only we got this year, and this is the build and the bike we're putting it on. And so if customers are looking for this paint set, they might have to do some searching around to find one, because dealers don't get very many, if any at all. So here are the part numbers and the pricing for this paint set, and you have a little bit of opportunity to kind of cater the paint set to what you're going to do with the bike. So for the StreetGlide, you see at the very top left there, it's $4,899, and that is the core kit. It comes with the front fender, the fuel tank, the side covers, the rear fender fascia. And now you can also go over and get the stretched boom audio saddlebags, or just get the regular stretched saddlebags. It's the same price. This bike just has the regular stretched saddlebags, The boom saddlebags are the ones with the holes cut out for the speakers on the top there. So we decided not to invest that much money in this build. And we've done bikes with those in the past, like the one we did last year. Some of you may have seen the Radiation project, where we basically went all out on that one. But on this one, we just did the regular saddlebags without the speakers in the tops of the bags there. And then you can also get the inner fairing as well, which we got for this bike. And then you also have the option of getting the chopped tour pack, which we did not purchase. So yeah, we basically got everything on the bike with the exception of the saddlebags that accommodate the speakers in the top saddlebag lids and the tour pack. But if you get one of these things, you can always go back to the dealer and purchase the tour pack after the fact. We'll do one final walk around on the bike here. So you got the LED Daymaker headlamp in the front, the windshield trim, and the LED turn signals on there. You've also got the trim around the headlamp as well. On the side of the saddlebag where the latch usually goes, there's a red reflector that we took out. We put that little black contrast cut insert in there. That's an aftermarket part as well. You got the rear turn signals, LED, and you got the stretched bags, which isn't a custom piece because the specials now come with stretched bags. The customer, the owner of this bike, decided to go to Reinhardt mufflers on the bike. And you see the grips there, Defiance collection. I'm a huge fan of the Defiance collection. They've made a really good collection this year. It's a genuine Harley-Davidson part. Center console being black, that's all stock on the specials this year now. Here's a close-up shot of the grip there, the Defiance collection grip. And then this is the Defiance collection derby cover there. He took off the rear shifter, so you just had the toe shifter. Front fender here, so this is the wraparound front fender. You can get this front fender to match any of the factory paint, so it's not just exclusive to these P&A paint sets, but it's a really cool wraparound fender. And this is the seat. This is a seat that first was introduced on a CVO Road Glide about 7 or 8 years ago. And you can see in the direct sunlight there, it's kind of like a really, really deep blue color. The color that looks like black in the shadows is actually really deep blue with like a flake in it. And the last thing that the owner of this bike decided to do was the Defiance collection air cleaner cover, which is a really nice looking part there. So that about sums it up, guys. If you have any questions regarding this build, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button so you can see my future Harley-Davidson content. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Take care.